All right, guys, I'm really excited to talk to you about social media. I know for me as a new coach, it was one of the things that I had no idea where to begin. I was looking around at a lot of different people thinking I had to do what they did. And so I want to set you up for success and kind of ease your fears. First and foremost, as a new coach, if you weren't scared to share your life on social media, I would think something was wrong because for me, fear is an identifier that you care. You care about doing well, you care about helping people, you care about connecting with them. That's a really great thing that you're scared. But we're going to transition that scared feeling to fueling your fire to totally be yourself. So I'm going to walk you through some simple tips and hopefully they will help you begin your journey and just really crush it with helping the people that you want to. So the first and foremost thing as a coach and in any aspect that we're talking about, consistency is key. So I don't care if you want to use Instagram, if you want to use Facebook, whatever platform works for you, do it, but be consistent. So what I like to think of social media is my free rental space. So if I were to open a Starbucks tomorrow, what would you have to do? You would have to buy the coffee beans, you would have to go out and market it, you would have to pay for the rental space, you would have to hire people to run it, you would have to keep it clean, you would have to keep it stocked. There's so many things. We have the opportunity to use social media for free. Free. It's whatever you want to post, whenever you want to post, whatever works for your schedule. And I think we like highly underestimate the power that we have to use this as a tool to connect with people that we want to work with. So no matter what you do, from here on out, you just got to be consistent with it. Because if you're not consistent, nobody's going to believe you. If there's a coach that's showing up every single day, even if it's only, posting a couple stories and one post a day and that's it, compared to someone who shows up once every 2 weeks, who is that the prospective challenger going to sign up with? They're going to sign up with the person that's consistent because they want someone that's going to show up with them behind the scenes just as much as they're showing up at the front of the scenes, right? They want to have someone that's going to be on that journey with them. So whatever you do from here on out, commit to it and be consistent with it. The second thing is to be authentic. So your social media platform is the place where people have to know, love, and trust you. So if you go in and copy paste something from Beachbody or copy paste something from another coach, people are going to read right through that. You used to be able to kind of take others' content and kind of make it your own. But from here on out, I'm giving you a permission slip to totally be yourself. The same way that you are in real life is the same person we should see on social media. So a lot of times when we struggle with what to say or how to say it, I like to speak it out loud. Start talking to a family member about your excitement on a regular basis. When I started as a coach and I was really not confident and I didn't know what I should be sharing every day, I started talking regularly to my grandmother and it helped me formulate my vision, my why behind what I was doing and why I was showing up on social media every day. And it really built confidence in myself to just completely be Danielle and be the person that my friends know, love, and trust in real life the same way on social media. It just opens the door for you to reach more people than if you were just going actual door to door, knocking on doors, introducing yourself. So the third thing I want to talk about is having fun. So if you're bored, if you're not interested, if you're not smiling, if you don't know what to say, guess what? That's going to be awkward AF. So again, getting on team calls and speaking, talking on the phone about your vision, practicing is the only way you get better. Every master was once a beginner. So when I first started out, I didn't like talking on stories. I thought it was freaking weird. But guess how you get over it? You start doing it, right? You don't just sit back and say, well, I'm too scared to do that. Or, I'm going to come and say, hey, that thing you're scared of, like that's the exact thing you need to do to grow, to get to the next level. And specifically when it comes to social media, I like to come up with 5 main categories, 5 to 7, whatever works for you, that have nothing to do with Beachbody. Because often as new coaches, we're really excited about the program that we're doing, and we're really excited about the meals we're making or the products that we're trying. And those need to be shared, But what makes you different than the 400,000 other coaches that also love Shakeology, that are also doing Job One, that are also going to Summit, right? Like, what is the difference maker? And there's special things about you that are very unique to you. So, for instance, if you look around at my team, it is filled with Hokie football and Eagles football lovers. It is filled with women who love wine and happy hours on rooftops. It is filled with Lily Pulitzer wearing bold kind of clothing in my team. It's filled with women who are open about mental health and talking about therapy. It's also filled with women that have maybe gone through breakups or are dating currently in their late 20s, early 30s at this time. Now, that has shifted throughout my coaching career and what I'm comfortable with. There's also women that are mostly in male dominated professions, and they're one of the very few women in their profession. A lot of design, construction, that sort of thing, because that is me. Now, none of those things I told you had anything to do with Shakeology or Beachbody or fitness. Am I also talking about those things? Yes. But I like to get really specific with my new coaches to nail down some like concrete, specific things that you are interested in and are passionate about and love connecting over, because that's how you're going to build the bond and relationship with the people that you want to do Job One with, that you want to have in your next challenge group. It's not going to be because they're just interested in Job One. It's going to be because you had that cute Hokie sweatshirt and they got it from this store and you told them the link on where to go get it. It's going to be telling them the tips about how to get the Lily Pulitzer on sale. It's going to be opening up and being vulnerable and sharing, something from your past that you went through in your professional career and how you overcame that. That's how you build relationships in real life. And so we have to break down the barrier when we come on social media that we should be performing or putting on a show or doing everything perfect. I actually believe the messy in between and showing who you really are and how you overcome things, that is what's fostered the biggest relationships with my rock star coaches or my OG girls that are never quitting and always sticking with their Shakeology. It's because we have a deeper bond that goes way beyond Beachbody. Beachbody was just the vehicle that brought us together for a common goal. So I really invite you to sit down and think about your 5 to 7 things so that you can align a post each day to one of those things that you can bring value to, that you can give tips on, that you can tell stories, which I'm going to give you guys a really great book called Stories That Stick by Kendra Hall, because storytelling has been my main connecting force to build those relationships and foster those connections on social media, where now 90 to 95% of my team was found on social media. I had no prior connection with them besides maybe like a friend of a friend, or we're from the same hometown but never knew each other. And I think that's incredible, because what a gift it is to get on a platform that is completely free to open your heart and share your story and be able to connect with people that vibe with you, that you get to work with and build with and go on vacation with and challenge each other with. Like, when I look around, I'm like, wow, that is such a gift. And it would be a damn shame if I didn't consistently open up and share those things about myself, because I would have not given them the opportunity to be a part of what we do. So the last thing I'm going to say is social media is always changing. There is always something new to learn. It's not like, oh, I nailed it and I got it and, I crushed it. Now, I personally like quality over quantity. So there's going to be different trainings and different videos you guys hear on how to kind of work behind the scenes when you do your power hour and using social media, build those connections. But the main thing is that you have to be open as a coach to always studying, learning, growing, especially on the things that you probably don't know right now. And you're going to feel like a fish out of the water, and it's going to be a little bit awkward, and you're going to be that freshman that doesn't know their way to class. I am still feeling like a new coach, and I'm almost 8 years into this business. I just started doing reels this summer for the first time because I was watching for a year and saw that that was a way I could build connections and be more my authentic self, which therefore allows people to trust me and come to me when they are ready. if I've invited them and we've built that relationship, they know who I am, what I'm about, and what I have to offer. But they also know that I'm human and I go through shit, and I share my heart in how I get through those things and give them the opportunity to connect with me over that. So you have to treat your business as your storefront. If you don't show up, your business ain't open. So that goes back to like that full circle thing we're talking about, is consistency. You got to start somewhere. Start by sharing your journey, showing your workouts, showing what you're eating behind the scenes, showing that funny thing that your dog did. I would definitely say work with your coach to make those 5 things specific, right? Not just I'm a mom, because a girl mom of a 1-year-old who has issues with sleeping and is a picky eater and barely has hair in her ponytails is way different than a mom of an 18-year-old boy who's a football athlete and wants to go to college for that and get a scholarship and is really struggling with their grades, right? They have way different struggles and strengths. So get really specific about who you are, what you enjoy, what lights you up, what you're passionate about. And maybe it's something that you want to work on. Like for me, therapy just kind of came in the last 2 years that I opened up and talked about. It didn't just come comfortably to me. Same thing with dating. Like I choose what I share and how much I give. So you don't need to go share all your deep, dark secrets all the time, but you do need to be yourself and be human and show people that you're not a perfect robot. You do have a hot mess every now and then, but this is how you're getting through it, or this is what's helping you, or, these are the things that you love behind the scenes as tools in your toolbox to get through them. That's what builds value and what brings people back. So the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is I really encourage you not to use any Beachbody terminology on your storefront, because Beachbody does that, right? Like they go market Shakeology, they go market Job One, they go market Jennifer Jacobs. You're the connector. You do things your way. So if I were to say, hey, I drink Shakeology every day and it has, 70 different superfoods and it has all these ingredients and it's really great for this, blah, 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 blah. What is someone going to do that doesn't know what Shakeology is? They're going to go to Google, look it up, look up all the reviews, research itself, and go to beachbody.com and buy it themselves, and you'll never get credit for it. And they won't know how to mix it up properly. So it might not taste the way that they like. And then they'll give up after month 1. Whereas if you were to say your curiosity is linking your child drinking Shakeology with you, cheersing every single morning, saying it's helping you with your sweet cravings, and you're so grateful to have this tool on hand, that's going to build curiosity with someone seeing that consistently over time. And they're going to come to you and ask, what is that? I'll tell you a fun story and then let you guys go. Personally, I love Energize. It is like gold to me. I can't live without it, and I never drink coffee. But I chose to market it as Glow Juice. So anytime I share it on my stories or my team shares it, we call it Glow Juice. And so one of my coach's boyfriends and his friends kept seeing Glow Juice every day when she was working out, so much so that they spent an hour online looking up what Glow Juice was and couldn't figure it out. So they finally came and asked her. That is what you want, right? I don't want them to go spend an hour researching something that doesn't exist. I made it up. I call it Glow Juice. Beachbody doesn't call it that. They call it Energize. But that's the sort of thing when it comes to products that you want to do your way, and you will learn as you go. You can totally borrow some of these things from your upline or talk about how you can share. And this is where your new coach message pod really comes in, to ask questions, share your posts in there before you put them up, because you guys will get feedback and know how to start tweaking things to be authentically you, but to also lead in a way that builds curiosity, that people want to come connect with you. They want to come ask questions. That is the point of everything that we do. We want to be a people helping people business. Otherwise, if they go to beachbody.com and get a random coach that maybe never reaches out to them and they never have an accountability group, that doesn't serve them. So you want to really make sure that you are showcasing, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it. This is what I'm doing each day. Like really thinking about it as you continue to grow as a coach, of like, what am I sharing a lot of? What am I not sharing a lot of? Am I showcasing my team? Am I just talking about myself? These are all things that you will continue to learn and grow through. And it'll be weird for a while, but soon enough, you will become that senior that just rocks it because you stay consistent, you stay with it, and you stay true to who you are. So I look forward to hearing about your 5 to 7 things. Definitely reach out to your coach and have that conversation about what those things can be. And then what I would suggest is for your first month, feel free to share your daily posts in your message pod or with your upline coach first before you post so that they can help you start crafting how to story tell, how to effectively share the message that you're trying to get across. Guys, I'm so proud of you. I know social can be scary, but here's the deal. Sharing on social media is nowhere near as scary as being on an island by yourself, having no community and no help and feeling stuck. So the fear that you're feeling to just press post is nothing compared to the fear of somebody else on the other side of the screen that needs you. So go do it, go connect with your team. And I'm so proud of you guys. Keep rocking your coach journey.